We've mapped out a course. It's about 12 miles long. We're gonna do all the different drive modes that the van has. We're gonna run that course starting and stopping from the same location. We are going to see which mode in the E-Transit gives you the most range. They got a Transit too. Pretty jealous. Is it better to have a Transit with electricity, or is it better to have a Transit full of barbecue? Our first attempt at this is going to be in our normal driving mode. I'm gonna flip it right into normal mode. We're gonna drive our predetermined circuit in normal mode, and we're gonna see what kind of efficiency we get. Before we get started, let's make sure that we reset our trip odometer to catch this. One thing I do want to point out, we're going to do all of these tests in the same day. We're just outside of Kansas City. It is 96 degrees. We're not going to be shy about having the AC running either. Let's get to driving and see what we see. One of the things about being in eco mode, it's going to change the characteristics of how the van drives, but it also changes the characteristics of your comfort level in the cabin of the Transit. We've got the AC on and we're keeping it at 70 degrees in the cabin. Well, as soon as we flipped it from eco to normal mode, the AC ramped up. It actually started working harder. When you flip to eco mode, it's giving you the maximum range by taking away some of the power available from the electric motor, but also taking away some of your creature comforts in the cabin. We've just completed our round in the normal driving mode. It's 12.2 miles around the circuit. We averaged a speed of 43 miles per hour. It took us almost 17 minutes, and we averaged 2 miles per kilowatt hour of energy. On a full battery charge in normal mode, doing that 12-mile circuit, that would give us about 136 miles of range. Let's switch things over into eco mode. We are starting and stopping in the exact same point every time. We want to make sure we're ending at the same elevation we're starting at. We have completed lap number 2. Stats come in. We are 0.1 miles per kilowatt more efficient. We had a 12.2 mile loop, only this one, our average efficiency was 2.2 miles per kilowatt hour. And that gets us to 150 miles of range. Eco mode got us just a little bit better, although you don't see too much of an efficiency difference. In normal mode, doing this circuit, our range would have been 136. Let's do this again in slippery mode. I have a feeling we're not going to see much of a difference between slippery mode and normal mode. I have a feeling it's going to be right back at the 2.1-ish area. We're going to do it another time. We're going to go back into eco mode. We're going to push the L button the way that we want to drive it and the way that we think it's going to be the most efficient. This mode reduces acceleration response. In other words, we're not going to go win a drag race when we're in the slippery mode. To be expected, we did our next 12.2 mile loop. It was 2.1 miles per kilowatt hour, so the same as in normal mode. We kind of expected that to happen. Now we're going to put it back in eco mode, only now we're going to use L mode. L mode stands for low range mode. It lets the vehicle take off a little bit easier. Every time you let off the gas, it gives you 100% regenerative braking. It's going to reclaim as much of that energy as possible. It can help out on really, really hilly areas, keeping you off the brakes. For one, that's going to save your brakes, but for two, that's going to put as much juice back into the battery pack as possible. Off we go, eco mode and L mode. That was trip number 4. That was in eco mode with L mode activated the entire time. We got 2.2 miles per kilowatt hour. This particular test isn't really all that great for L mode. What we're driving on right now isn't super crazy hilly, and we're not doing a lot of starts and stops. Starts and stops really have an impact on L mode because they handle the braking for you. We're gonna do this one more time, only now we're gonna throw all the rules out the window. We're gonna drive at the speed I think is gonna be the most efficient, in the mode that I think is gonna be the most efficient, and we're gonna turn off the AC. It's about ready to get really hot in here. We are going to see just how high we can top this thing. We're gonna turn off L mode. We're gonna go to our climate control settings. We are going to turn them off completely. You can already feel it getting warmer in here. We're probably gonna turn our hazard lights on here in a minute because I'm not gonna brake 20 miles an hour for this entire trip. It is really hard to drive 20 miles an hour. Your natural tendency is you want to drive much faster than 20. We're going to get some amazing miles per kilowatt hour. The speed limit on this road is 55, and there's only one lane. We're probably going to piss a few people off. Let me drive over the rumble strips and get out of this guy's way. Oh, those rumble strips feel different at 20 miles an hour. Here comes another car. All right, we have a corner coming up. We're only going 20. We don't even need to tap the brakes to take this corner. So we're about a third of the way through our slow crawl test here. We've been passed by 14 cars, 3 semis, 4 bicycles, 3 runners, and a goose. We're currently averaging 7.8 miles per kilowatt hour of energy. If I had to guess, by the time we finish this test, we're gonna land somewhere in the 6 to 8 miles per kilowatt range. That's like ultra huge. If somebody could manage to drive one of these things for an entire battery charge cycle at that kind of condition, you would see over 300 miles to a single charge on the e-Transit. We might have to set some time aside and do that here pretty soon. There's a car behind us that is not going to pass us. Not because we won't let them, but because they're afraid to pass us. We might be on the stretch of road that's gonna upset some people now. It's pretty hilly, there's no shoulder, and there's no passing. So we've got a truck behind us already, and he's probably gonna get a little bit upset because we still have about another mile or two before we get to where he can safely pass us. Here comes a motorcycle. It's hot. It's real hot. So we got the AC off trying to conserve energy, and it's currently 107 degrees in the van. It would appear that it's worth it, because right now we're getting 4.8 miles per kilowatt hour. 5.2, it just recalculated and jumped up. We still have 4 miles to go to complete our 5th and final cycle. This will undoubtedly be the most efficient way to drive the vehicle as far as range is concerned. If you're driving this vehicle for work, your boss might fire you if you drive this slow. We're all about the numbers, and we're trying to get you all the numbers we can, and 4 miles to go. So we made it. Our 5th and final 12.2 mile circuit. No AC. Average speed was 19 miles an hour. Average speed just dropped to 18 miles an hour because we're parked here. 4.1 miles per kilowatt hour of energy. If we were to do this on a full charge, we would go 279 miles on a full charge. We found the key to unlocking great range with the E-Transit. You just have to be ready to sweat like crazy and get nowhere quickly. We'll crank the AC back on and get it cooling down in here a little bit. Look at all the sweat on my pants. It took over 40 minutes to drive 12 miles. We ran around our circuit 5 times total. We did once in normal mode, once in eco mode, once in slippery mode, once in eco mode using L mode, and then the 5th and final time we did it on our own terms, the way we wanted to, just to maximize the range. And as you guys saw, the results were pretty consistent throughout the modes. Whenever we got to do it how we wanted, we got some pretty impressive range out of the thing. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned to the channel, like and subscribe this video if you don't mind. If you guys have any other questions or anything else you want us to do with our E-Transit, let us know. We're happy to do it for you. We're pretty responsive in the comments. Feel free to ask any questions you have in there. Till next time, guys, we'll see you later.